Hello guys, it's me again. In today's tutorial, we're going to be going for my course 7 for Java Focus for Beginners 2026. And we're focusing on strings and string builders in Java 2026. Okay, let's get started. And I'll go to my IntelliJ again. So this is our course 7. So I'll just remember my file hierarchy needs to be good and cool and as well. So I will name this course 7, and then under the course 7 I will give it like a name for my Java class, and we'll just call it main. Okay, so I would increase this a little bit. I think 19 is good. 21 is too big. Yeah, 19 bits is good. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's say imagine your favorite quote or your name written as a text. That's a string in Java. Okay, so a string is a sequence of characters like letters, numbers, symbols inside quotes. String, and it's, remember in my first video I told you guys about data types, and in Java, string is a reference data type. There are many other cool things you can do with strings, and there are many things you need to learn in strings. And strings is very useful. It's used to save many things, and it's very useful in programming languages. So let's get started. Let me start with this psvm public static void main tab. It gives this. Then let's say you have a string, let's call it name, and we'll just call the name let me say Charles GPT or something. Then I will cover this. So this is string. This is string, a normal string. So there are many things you can use a string for. You can use a string for usernames, password, messages, input or output, text processing, and even cool emojis as well. You can use a string for that. Okay. So how to create a string? I've seen this. We have like string name and this. Okay. So Java stores strings as reference data types. I'm going to be reminding you guys again, not primitive data type like int, characters, int, chars, and many other things. This means that strings come with superpowers. Take it like that. It comes with lots of superpowers that other data types can't do. Built-in methods you can use to work with text easily. Then there are many useful strings superpowers, or you say methods, because string is a very superpower and it has lots of superpowers, and it's very useful in many programming languages. So I'll just go through few that I can remember. Then the first one, let's say want to access the uh length of the name. Let's say so since it's going to be returning something, we'll just print everything out. So I'll just use my short form SOUT tab. So you can print name, it gives you ChatGPT. But if I want to do how many characters are in my name, I'll say dot length. So length, name dot length. So if I run this program, hold on, it takes time. Yeah, 10. You can see 10. So we can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can see there are 10 names, 10 characters in my name right now. So there's another thing you can also do. You can also, there are all, not only length, there are many other there are many other methods or functions you can use. You can use char arts as well. A form char arts. Then what's the index of, let's say I want to find at index of 0. I know I said in my last video that computer starts with index of 0. You can see C. The first C is index of 0. This one index of 1, 2, 3, and so on. So we are going, let's access the first thing as index of 0. You still see it's very useful in most cases. So if I should run this, hold on, it takes time a little bit. So you can see it gives us C. So the character at index of 0 is just it's just more like an English though. So character at index of 0, and since computer starts with 0, our character at index of 0 is C. So we also have another one too. We have we have to uppercase and we have to lowercase. Okay, let me show you guys how it works. So I'll say print my name dot to, let me use lowercase first. It's already in lowercase, but not everything. So you just change everything to lowercase. So if I should run this program dot to lowercase, you can see ChatGPT is now in lowercase. Every single thing is in lowercase. So you can see it. Let's say you have a store and you want to, a user want to search for a product. and you don't know how the user is going to be typing the product. Let's say your products are stored in lowercase, and so if you don't want an error, you can just say the user's input dot to lowercase. So anything the user enters, it changes it to lowercase initially before searching for it, comparing it to whether it's in your store or something. So there are many use cases you can use the to lowercase or to uppercase in, like even accepting zip codes and many other things. But that is it. So we also have to uppercase again as well. So I'll just change this lower to uppercase. Then if I should run it, uh hold on, you see my Charles GBT is now in uppercase. Okay, so we have I don't know if I can return anything. So we have substring, what they're calling substring. Is a method in string as well. So it's called substring. So I'll say name dot substring. So what we're going to do, what's how it does it is the starting and the ending. So let's say from starting the start, what's you can see it's IntelliJ is already giving us an idea. So it starts from index of 0. So it will take Charles C. Then where are we going to end? Let's say I don't want to end at I don't want to end at this I don't end at this thing, GBT or something. So I'll say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So end at 6. Let's say uh oh, excluding the last index, I mean to say. So substrings exclude the last character. So I'll say 7. 7, it excludes the last character. So you see I just picked out Charles from the Charles GPT. So that's how substrings work. You can just say from 0, index of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it excludes this G. The last this how you are going to be remembering it is substring starts from 0 and ends, but not including this one at index of 7. So it excludes this GBT and stuff. So you just print out this Charles. Okay, so there's another one that is I think you might find useful. Mm, contains contains. Okay, so this one is like dot contains. Let's say it prints out true or false value. So name dot contains. Let's say if our name contains let me say what the our name not contain. I'll say whether if our name contains Z or something. Z or yeah. I think they're not printing this. Wait. It's just a normal one and let's see how it goes. Okay, so you see it returns false because there is no Z in my name. Then I have to check for if it contains something in Java as well. So let me say I change this Z. Don't mind the error, it's just a little bit of warning. It's saying that it always returns false. So G, let's say G, whether if it contains GPT or something. So let me run it. True, you can see it checks it out and say, oh yeah, it contains GPT. Okay, so you can also check if it equals something. You can also say if my name is equals, you can also use the equals operator as well, the equals method in strings. Equals, sorry, not in capital letter, my caps lock was on. Equals, okay, you can also use the equals method if name dot equals let's say crazy or something. Crazy. Let me run it. It gives false because my name is not equals crazy. So let me just change it to Charles GPT and run it. Then let's see what happens. Dot equals Charles GPT. You say it gives true, so that's my name. Okay, but it's not a very good practice. I'm just showing you guys that you can do things like that. You can also do equals ignore case. Equals ignore case. So this equals now, let's say normal equals. If you check, if I change this R to capital R, it gives false. Hold on, it gives false because it doesn't check. It says ch, it was this, it takes capital R different from small r. So if you don't want it to take it that way, you can just put a very cool thing, equals ignore case. So it ignores the case no matter how you type it or something. So if I should run this, it gives true. So no matter how I type it, as long as it's my full name, so I can also still type it in all caps and it still gives true. Then I'll run it. So equals ignore case, so it ignores the case, it still gives true. So it's very useful in most cases that you are doing. So it's very useful in most cases, collecting users input and checking, comparing it with many things. You cannot ignore the case because some users like typing in caps. Like me, I almost leave my caps lock on every single time. So then that's it. All the things I can remember for methods. So others, these are the important things you need to know in string methods. So we have, what I'm going to explain again in strings is that strings are immutable. They are very important. They're immutable. This is the number one thing to remember. Once you create a string in Java, it cannot be changed. You understand where I'm trying to go. Even if you try to change it, Java just creates like a new string instead. Okay, let's say something like, okay, let me give you guys example for I'll just change this string name to string. Remember, in Java, string is a reference data type and it starts with capital letter. That's why I'm starting it with capital letter. Let's call it S. String S equals, let's give it hello. Okay. Then we'll now say s dot concat. There's a function called concat in string as well. So it just joins it to something. So concat world. Hello world. Then let's print s-o-u-t tab. So let's print s. Guess what will be the output? Hold on. Are you taking your guess? Hello is just the output. Okay, so that in Java you can't change strings that easily. Strings are very immutable. So some people say hello world because I've concatenated word with the hello or something, but it gives this, it still gives s as hello because strings are very immutable data types again. So strings again, it's not good to use strings in loops as well because they are let me give you guys an instance. Let's say we have something like string result is equals, let's give it an empty this here, and then we'll now use like a for loop to loop. You see where I'm going? Hold on. Then we'll use a for loop to go int I is equals 0 and I is less than 1000, and I, then our increment, our start, stop, and step. Then the next thing we're going to do is we'll say result plus equals I. So now I'll show you guys something, what will happen. Let's run this program. It gives nothing, right? So it's very slow and inefficient because Java creates a new string every time you use plus and equals something. Okay, so this is not best practice. It's not best practice. I was just trying to show you guys something. I don't know if you understand what I was saying. So memory is wasted as well. So now let's enter what a string builder is. A string. Okay, now let's think of a string builder like a magic notepad that lets you build like big strings, append text quickly, modify without creating like new objects or something. So a string builder is it has a very good and big cool advantages over strings as well. So it's fast, memory efficient, and mutable. You remember I said that string was immutable. What it means is that immutable, if you have watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie one, they were saying something about immutable, they can't change or something like that. So that's a very way to uh or remember strings. Strings are very immutable. You can't change a string once I've declared it. But using a string builder, it's mutable and you can change it very well. You can change it. So how we're going to start to assess the string builder is, firstly, the same way we are assessing a scanner. If you know how to use scanner as well, and many other classes, and even our console as well that I just brought out to you guys. So we can use, how we use string builder is we call it this, we call it string builder. So you see it's giving us string builder. So we'll just call it SB as like the name of the variable. The same way we are doing for strings is equals to string builder and the, how we say, data types, the variable, then the values, data types, variable, and then the value. So string builder is the data types, and SB is the variable. Then what's the value? We now say new string builder, and that is it. So this is a way now you can access string builder function. It's just like a string, but it's more efficient and also mutable as well. So that is why it's cool. So what we're going to do now is for a string builder, let's do SB dot. We can do just like appending to a list. Append, let's append hello, then SB dot append. Let me give space here and this. Then again SB dot append. Then I'll give word like this. Okay. I don't know why this is covering my screen. I don't need your help with this. Okay, so you see we have appended many things to our dot append hello dot append space and this. So let's just quickly SOUT tab. Then what are we going to print? Let's print SB. Okay, so let me run it quickly. Shift F10. Okay, so you can see the hello world right there. Okay, so let me just zoom it out so you guys can see it more clearly. Hello world. You see, it's just a very cool thing, but this time around you can see that we can change the values. You can change the values very well. So unlike string builders modifies the existing objects. Okay, so it's very cool. There are many things you can do in string for a string builder. Okay, the same thing we did in string. Let me just give you guys some methods that I can remember that you can use for a string builder. So we have the append. I just showed you guys the append. It adds it to the end of the text. It's just like its name, but I don't know, programmers were very creative. Append is like add to the end or something. It rhymes, right? So and then we have insert. To insert text. Like let's call this SB dot insert. So what we need to do is, where do we want to insert it? Let's say 0 at index of 0. So what will we say? Then we want to insert hey, let me give it a little bit of space. So let me run this so you guys see what I mean. So you see, it's inserted it at the first index and it's give hey hello world, hey hello world or something. So it's inserted it at the index of 0. You remember that computer starts with 0, so it's initially saying that it's inserted it at the first place in the world of the hello. So you see hey hello world is what it prints out. So there's another function I can remember, I think replace. Yeah, replace. So we have SB dot replace. Let me see, replace. So what do we want to replace? So start from, so for replace, what we need like three, like dot replace. Yeah, we need like three things. Where it will start from 0, then end in index of 3, and then we'll replace, what will should we replace? We'll replace the hey with yo or something. Let me see if it works. Yo or something. Let me run it. Oh, it just replaces the hello, since it's just hello that was in our word. So we'll just say let's replace everything with yo. Sorry, yo word or something. So it replaces the hello with you. Oh, sorry, we are starting and ending it from 0 to 3. So we say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll say 5. So we'll just run it. You remember that it's excluding the last 10. So it would be, you can see it here. It replaces it. Yo word, you see it, yo word. So we replace, you can do SB dot replace, so you can replace the text. Okay. So there's another one we can do. We can do start and stop. Start and stop. Let's say we can also do delete. Yeah, I think I remember something. Delete. So we are going to, let me delete this yo, and then let me see where we are going to start from. So let's say we want to delete from index. Let's delete some part. Let's say we say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say we want to delete from 4 to 5 or something. Let me see if it works. Okay, sb.delete. You see, hell world, hell world, hell world. So it deletes from the index of 4. So you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this O is at index of 4 to 5. You understand? So it deletes it. So you check where it starts and where it stops. You can also delete any other thing you want. So you can reverse. I think reverse is one of the most important things you can use for a string. It's very good for many other things. So you do sb.reverse. And then if I should run this program, you see it reverses it. Just an easy function reverses the whole hello world and stuff like that. Then there are other ones you have to know. So there's a function I have, but it's not that cool, but it still works though. We have toString. There's a method called toString. So you can do string builder is equals sb dot. I'm not sure to print anything, but I just want to show you guys toString. So we have like a toString, something like that. So you can say sb.toString. You see, it's still like this, but this time around we just change. It still gives hello world, but this time around we just change it to like string, to a string or something. Okay, so that's everything you need to know about string builders and string. Okay, so use cases, the time when you should, when maybe be asking yourself, when should I use string and when should I use string builder. So for simple short text, it's good to use string, and text that doesn't change is good to use a string. Then building strings in a loop is just it's good to use a string builder. And frequent modification, let's say you want to be changing it like constantly, it's very good to use a string builder. Okay, and you can also check string and string builder. Like imagine a string is like just writing with a pen. You can't erase. You must rewrite the paper. You can't just erase. Just imagine you're writing with a pen. Okay, but string builder is just like writing with a pencil. That is easy to edit, erase, and keep adding to stuff. Okay, so the summary of everything is that string is not mutable, is immutable, and string builder is mutable. String is a little bit slow in most programs, and string builder is fast. String is used for saving, is best for saving small and unchanging text, but string builder is used for building and changing big text. So common methods in strings are like length, char, substring, and common method in string builders are like append, insert, and reverse, and stuff like that. So okay, that's all I have for you guys today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and leave a like and comment as well. Your feedback really helps me create better content for you all. Thanks.